Alright, this week we're talking about when we feel it's ethical to reveal a list of items. We're going to talk about age and where we feel it's ethical to reveal these in a relationship. And we're told to visualize relationship on an existing continuum from 1, which is initial contact, to 10, extreme intimacy. Let's talk about age first. I feel that age should be revealed early in the relationship. Um, Definitely before involvement, maybe before contact in some cases, but after contact, before involvement more than likely, I would believe. They'd probably put about maybe 1 to 3, maybe somewhere in there. Age should definitely be considered. There's a lot of implications of minors. Let's just take a situation where a little lady who's under the age of 18 has got into a bar, over 21, and definitely got herself into some messes with some of the older gentlemen in that club or wherever she might be, whatever situation they might be in. So definitely age comes into play in situations like that. You start getting into the flip-flop of the situation, I believe, where it's difference in age in older people and the younger generation. That may not be such a big problem, this definitely goes back to the feelings and how they feel and things like that. Genetic disorders is the next topic. That's definitely something that it can wait for quite a while in the relationship. I feel it can wait till after intimacy. I do not believe it should be a situation where it's grounds for dismissing any kind of feelings. If the feelings are there between two individuals and the relationship is progressing through the different stages, I believe that genetic disorders should not be grounds for that, especially just a history of genetic disorders. So that's definitely something I feel can wait. HIV status was next on the topic list. That should be on the forefront. Even before or during the contact stage of relationship, it's a serious situation. It can cause death. Anybody who's HIV positive needs to be very upfront with their partners, and they're very upfront with those approaching them as well. I've never had any run-ins with anybody like that who's been HIV positive or negative, obviously negative, but positive, and hiding that. I've never been around that situation, but I would hope that that would be something that they are very, forthcoming with and saying, look, this is my situation. It can be no more than just friends or something like that. Past sexual experiences, I think that can wait till after intimacy, although there are a lot of people who feel that should be before intimacy. There's one situation or a couple situations that I can see where it would come into play. An individual who's been maybe violated, molested, raped, or something like that, those are definitely sexual experiences that should come out before intimacy, during involvement stages maybe. I definitely think that those kind of sexual experiences need to be shared. Marital history, we're assuming that this relationship is they're both single people. Obviously, if they're not, then that needs to be kind of laid out there in the contact stage, involvement stage, that either one is still married. Hopefully that situation doesn't occur. On the other side of it, it could probably wait till maybe after intimacy, maybe during involvement stages. Just how many times you've been married, hopefully never. That's definitely, of course, optimal. Maybe once, twice, each his own. Definitely that situation, but it needs to be laid out there. Annual salary, and net financial worth. That can wait to maybe the involvement stage as well. Definitely don't let that get in the way of your feelings for another person, whether they're financially secure and overly wealthy, then great. But if not, don't let the feelings just go to the wayside just because you're looking for somebody who is financially secure, somebody who is very overly wealthy. You may be missing out on a lot in a person. Let's look the other way. Sexual orientation, well, hopefully this is disclosed at contact stage. Obviously, those who choose other directions other than those that provided in the Bible, then that needs to be kind of disclosed in contact stage for obvious reasons. You don't want to lay your heart out on the line if somebody's just not going to be interested in you and looking for just, a one-night thing or an experience. So, that should be disclosed at the contact stage of the game, probably a 1. Attitudes toward other races and nationalities. Hopefully you have a pretty good gauge on this person by the involvement stage, and you'd get up there. I feel that the attitude with other races and nationalities ranks right up there with annual salary and net worth. Those are things you want to be sure you know about them before getting too involved. You don't want to get involved with somebody and come to find out that they are a racist and don't like particular nationalities based on skin color or other stereotypes that we've learned about. Religious beliefs, hopefully at the contact stage, this is something that kind of ranks high on my schedule. The topic lists. I feel that if you want to lead a life the way God has planned out for you, then you need to be with somebody who believes that same way. That we both have your priorities straight. So that's just my personal preference. I believe that everybody has a right to know each other's personal beliefs, as long as you're entertaining the idea of, courting that person or looking to be with that person. Past criminal activity, this kind of goes back almost the same thing as sexual orientation, maybe not quite as significant, depending on the severity of the crime. If it's a pretty severe crime that's going to affect the relationship, then definitely we need to bring it out at the contact stage. Some of the less offensive crimes can maybe wait till like the involvement stage, but definitely before intimacy. So that's my thoughts and my process is, my way of thinking. Thanks for listening and have a good week.